me, like Jeremy. Fancy free, never usually on a microphone actually, but incredibly humbled to be here and honored by my community, by all the people that are here today and all the people who have come together. The bookstore really represents a lot of work, a lot of commitment, and an incredible amount of time and energy, and most of all, just a glorious time of life. I have spent almost 20 years working at Little Sisters as the manager. Through those 20 years, the bookstore has been bombed 3 times. We've gone to the Supreme Court twice of Canada, the Supreme Court of BC twice. It has been a long, arduous journey, but no steps would have been taken without the support and the backbone of this community that has just been undying in their support and so committed at times when many, many other people would have walked away and given up. That is the breath and the birth of the bookstore, and that's what makes the bookstore survive all these years. I think the other thing that makes it work and survive is the youth and the commitment to youth and what it means to come into that bookstore and find a book that identifies who and what you are. The bookstore represents all of who we are as a community. It's all the diversity, and all the diversity of who we are is celebrated in that store. And I think we need to take a kernel of what they've created there, because it is a very magical place, and put it into the world and imagine what it would be like if we could educate and really liberate and celebrate people all over the world. Any freedom that we won for our community, we have only won a small nugget of freedom that so many other countries struggle and fight for every day. And it's not like we don't walk down our own streets with the same fears, the same joys, and we are frightened in our community many times over the last year. We've had many beatings, people horribly, horribly injured, and we can't walk away from that and talking about that discussion. But that discussion means coming together and fighting together to make this world a better place that really understands and has a real sense of education and what it means to educate our youth and educate each other. It's all on our shoulders, and we hold that responsibility. And I pass it to you, and you pass it to others. Our world could maybe change and be a better place. But I can't talk about the parade without talking about AIDS. I'm 50 years old, and every time I walk that parade, there is a whole generation of my close friends who are not there. There's not a step that I can take on that parade route that doesn't have a voice or a face. We have lost a huge amount of people to AIDS in our community, and that's an education and that's a history that we all have to remember. I think in many ways it's so easy to forget and move forward, but we can't move forward without the steps of the past and the incredible writers and artists that we've lost as a community. So most of all, I just want to say thank you so much. I celebrate Pride. I'm just wildly honored and completely humbled. And I really, really want to thank everyone in Pride who's worked so hard. I know how hard you work. I'm selling tickets, and it's hell at the bookstore. But thank you so much, and it's such an honor to be with the other nominees. And it's also a bit bittersweet to have Cindy as one of the fellow nominees, because she was often next to Little Sisters in the parade, spraying people from her cannon in the fire truck, and she will be so, so missed this year in the parade. Thank you.
Thank you.